Hello guys, and welcome to MX5 World Sim Series, round 9 out of 10, and today we are trying around Summit Point Raceway. This was actually quite busy Sunday for me. First of all, it was my favorite team, Buffalo Sabres, playing against Colorado Avalanche. Then after that it was Formula 1 race, and then our race. And I have to say, we here in Positive Delta Motorsport, we pretty much appreciate the league organizer having a deal with FIA, so that the Formula 1 went to pause conveniently when our broadcast started, so that the people had the chance to enjoy the real racing. However, I think FIA messed up and they continued their race while the Division 2 was still running, but hey, we all make mistakes. Back to my race. I'm starting the race from 29th-ish position, I think. So not very good position to start, but the competition is very high, so at least I wasn't the last one. Yeah, I lost the position already. It wasn't my best start of all times. Also, there's one car making a little dive inside, making it 3 wide, and there's a contact in front, and then I got involved in that as well. Luckily my car was still in a good condition, but I got a little damage to the left front of the car, which I only realized after the race while I was looking for some replays and stuff. And these next few corners I was playing quite aggressively actually, considering this is lap 1. I don't usually do this kind of stuff in lap 1, but I'll make it too wide here to this little right-hander, and then I realized people are going very slowly to this left-hander, so I decided to try to make it work from the outside. And it actually worked. There was a little 0x contact there, but everything is fine. So yeah, I think that was quite a nice move by me. I don't usually play this aggressively, but this time I did. I don't know the reason behind it. Then we are already coming to the last corner of this track, so it's not very long track. The last corner for me is maybe one of the hardest corners of the track, and I think the main reason is that after this there's a huge straight, and you can lose a lot of time if you don't get a good exit. There's one car in front of me, so I move to the right hand side of the road. Let's see if I can outbrake him. Yeah, I let off the brake just a little bit to make my car to go side by side. Huge contact in front there. Luckily we survived, but there was a lot of cars going off track. I don't even know how many positions I gained there, but I'll take them, thank you. And my mentality to this race again was just to take whatever there is to take. I knew my pace is not there, so I need to just play wise. Play safe, play wise. There's also a few cars on the crest there, so a couple of freebies there. This is now the next lap as we are reaching the twisty part of the track. There's more contact happening in front. I'm not really quite sure where these guys are going, so I slow down quite a lot, trying to play safe. And yeah, I managed to navigate through those cars. As you can see from the outside view now, I actually have a quite nice personal space here. So there's a room up front and also a gap behind. It's quite nice, so now I can just focus on my driving lines and try to pull out my personal best lap times after lap after lap. And yeah, speaking about personal best lap times, I think this is starting with lap 4, which is going to be my fastest lap of the race. But it was still 1 second short of fastest lap of the whole race. But those front runners are just aliens to me. I don't really I can't comprehend how they can pull out lap times like those. Yeah, I noticed during the race, I noticed I was in this situation where I'm at now. I noticed I was losing time compared to guys in front, and also the guys behind were catching me slowly. And I thought that was my pace, but after the race, when I realized I had this little damage in the front, I think it just affected so that so that I maybe lost a tenth per lap or something like that. But the effect was so small that I didn't even consider it a possibility during the race. Yeah, also I was the only driver from our team driving in the Division 1 this time. And our team was very well represented in Division 2. Michael Elliott was starting from 4th position. However, he was having a little bad luck during the race. But overall, I think his recovery drive was still very respectable. So yeah, that was my fastest lap of the race, 1:29.08. So yeah, could have been faster, but it is what it is. This is now what, 5 laps later, something like that. As you can see, the situation is pretty much that I'm driving alone around the track. As I said, the gap behind was growing all the time. The guys behind were catching me maybe half a second per lap, but they were also fighting each other's. Well, not technically fighting, because one of them was a backmarker who was just, I don't know, like what he was doing, honestly. But he was slowing down Ronald Moons, who was trying to catch me, which of course for me it worked. But if I would have been in Ronald Moon's situation, I most likely wouldn't be too happy about it, but it's not my concern. So yeah, I was just trying to stay between the white lines and go as fast as I could around the track. Okay, this is now lap 13. As you can see from the outside view, that the guys behind were actually now much closer to me than what they were a couple laps earlier. I don't know, maybe they were putting more pace or something. Also, my last lap wasn't too strong either, so 1:22.9, so actually quite bad lap. But anyway, they are now pretty close, and I was losing a lot of time in this turn 1 braking all of a sudden. As you can see now, Ronald Moons is right there behind me, and I think it's only a matter of time when he's going to make a move on me, or at least try to make a move on me. I was pretty much just hoping that I could have just, drive alone to the checkered flag, but it seems like I have some battle still left in this race. Here I already went like full defensive just to secure the inside line, not to give the guy behind any ideas. However, just a little bit later, as we come out of the last corner of the track, I got really bad exit. I'm already like going side by side with Ronald Moons. There's not much I can do at this point. It's also this guy, this backmarker behind me, making a move on me, but I'm fine with that. They both were catching me quite fast, so I thought I'll just let him go. I don't want to lose any time with this guy. Also, if he is fast, maybe I will have some sort of like a tow effect from him that will help me in my battle behind the guy behind me now, who is Patrick Alders. So my next objective is try to give Patrick Alders behind me. And this is the same lap as we come into the last corner. The backmarker in front, he went a little bit sideways there, also very close that he didn't hit the Patrick Alders behind me. But yeah, I had to slow down just a little bit to make sure that I don't hit him or anything. But it will give Patrick Alders quite a good opportunity to make a move on me. I chose the inside line, but as you can see, he's already passed by me before we even go to the first turn 1. So I think it's now Sandevara behind me, but the gap is quite huge, so my next objective is to keep him behind. Also, of course, I'm just trying to stick with Patrick Alders here. There are just a few laps to go still, so maybe I will still have a chance to get my position back. Alright, and I skipped the last lap. During those few laps that I skipped, I was trying to get a good exit from the last corner and get a good draft and make a move to the turn 1, but I was unable to do so. Patrick was having good lines, and I also made a couple like minor mistakes coming out from the last corner that prevented me to have a good run on him. But this is now last lap. There's yellow flags. Don't really see what's happening. Few cars, was it 3 cars on grass maybe? Yeah, so a few free positions there still left for us. Not quite sure in which position I'm right now, but we'll see in a moment. Also, Sandevar was there. The gap to him was quite safe, so I can really just focus on getting these last few corners nicely. Actually, that was a nice run. I'm having a good tow already. I'm now just focusing on this last corner. Try to make it as perfect as possible, hitting the curb inside. Quite nice run. Let's see if I can actually make this happen. Can we make it for the finish? We are going a little bit side by side here, but unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to make a move on him, but that was nice racing, and congratulations for Patrick Alders. I think this was his first Division 1 race, if I'm correct, so very well done. But yeah, that's the race. Pretty okay. Not much more I can say about it. At this point, I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next round. Thank you, and bye bye.